Hello Calcivan just resubscribed for 8 months. First.
Okay, how about now? Okay. So, was it being silent the whole time? Because I've been trying to talk to my audience the whole time. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Melody, that it hasn't been working for you, but yeah, there were a few things I wanted to talk about today, and I wanted to start by saying sorry. Sorry, I haven't been able to stream for a while. I was on holiday for a little while, but then I came back and then I got a stomach bug, so it feels like I can never catch a break, even though I kind of had a break in the form of a holiday. But like, I really do just want to be able to dedicate myself fully to streaming and to you guys and to drawing. But it feels like there are always things trying to get in the way, and it's a bit of a pain. But so yeah, I just wanted to give a small update with regard to that, but also I wanted to talk about my art. My new neighbor is also an artist, and she very kindly hooked me up with someone who she knows that does prints. So if anyone would like a print of my art, please let me know. Or if they think that there's like a specific one of mine that you think would look good as a print, please let me know, and I will be able to put them up on my online shop, which is froya.art/shop. I dare say I could put a link in the chat. At the moment there's not a whole lot in there, it's literally just my my zines that I made for like my final projects when I was doing my foundation degree. So yeah, it's a little bit empty at the minute, but prints will soon be available. So yeah, I was very excited to announce that as well. And I was a little bit slow to come back to streaming as well, because I was like, I don't know, I don't have any commissions or anything at the minute, so I don't know what to work on. But today I have scrolled through my like sketch folders and stuff, and I've got a couple of like silly doodles that I wanted to like maybe properly line and color in and stuff, so we're gonna do that today. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. So we can change from just chatting to art, and we'll go to my art scene. Oh, hang on. Add tags to help you. Thank you so much for subscribing! Welcome!
Kashari just subscribed.
And thank you for becoming a Froya enjoyer. Thank you so much. It was pretty loud. Yeah, I thought I'd changed it so that it wouldn't be so loud, but I'm so sorry for giving everyone subscriber jump scare. Because I thought I had changed it, but maybe because this is a different layout. Is it as loud as Dubious Little Creature used to be?
A dubious little creature getting up to mischief. This is no good. Oh, the beast is demonic in nature. Very icky. No good.
I know, I was getting up right up close to the mic for that one, but it sounds like my mic is like congenitally quiet, so that's some good Sven impressions. But Sven's doing an impression of Bubby Club on TikTok. And that's the thing, I've been saying this for like about a year now. I'm like, I should get a TikTok. I should post VTuber stuff on TikTok. but maybe I will sometime. I just need someone to prompt me. I did take my ADHD pills this morning, and so I found I was able to focus, but on the wrong thing. Like, I just picked up a book that belonged to my dad and just ended up reading it, and then I was like 4 chapters in, and then I was like, I need to be doing stuff. I need to be working on stream stuff. You respect anyone who decides, ah yes, impressions of a pumpkin, good idea. Hi Animeister, welcome! Yeah, so we were gonna start doing some art, with some hugs, thank you very much. Right. Hello! Hang on, I might just remove my desk, because that's for my just chatting screen. I'll put myself down here behind my tablet. I still have baby mood. There are 2 of me. There are 2 of me. Let me hide my... There we go. But yeah, this was one thing I wanted to work on today. And there was another thing I started drawing ages ago. I have this coat that's like a shark, and I thought it would be fun to draw Gura in a shark coat. But that was ages ago, and I thought that would be fun to work on, possibly, but I also wanted to work on this. I don't actually know if Amelia's here at the minute. If she is, I'm gonna be drawing her. I think we will like go over the lines and stuff, because it's a little messy. But it's all fun. But yeah. It's because Amelia has like a hair clip on her model, and I thought it kind of looked like a soul gem, and so I was like, oh my god, are you a magical girl too? Can I see? Can I see? Is that a soul gem as well? Let me see! And so I kind of made me look like, I guess Umaru-chan, you know Umaru-chan? Little funny hamster girl? Yeah, I tried to do something like that, so it's like I'm gremlin mode. Gosh, Animeister hugging everybody today. And remember in real life to ask for consent before hugging. Because respecting people's bodily autonomy is just as important in non-sexual situations, okay? The hug apocalypse! Hang on, my playlist I think must have stopped. Oh no. I thought I had set it to loop, so there. Yeah. Roy seems to have forgotten I am a hugger, at least in stream avatars. Sorry, it's been a while. I hate having this long between streams, because I feel like if I don't do anything then I'll disappear. It's like the opening theme for Ping Pong the animation. Which is a banger. It's good if you're like feeling boisterous. Oh, Amelia heard! And she's here! But it's not as loud on this one, right? I mean, it's still kind of loud.
Lobster Agent just resubscribed for 7 months. Blueby2
Hi Amelia, thank you so much for resubscribing. 7 months. That's so long. Yeah, it's Lobster, it's Amelia. She's on the drawing. Oh, sorry, I did change my webcam so that it wouldn't be quite so janky all the time, but this tripod is not the best. It feels like I can't win when it comes to webcams and stuff. Like, one of these days maybe I will buy like an iPhone, but like one of the newer iPhones, but like an older newer iPhone that's kind of busted and maybe doesn't have all the features, but at least has like the tracking. I don't know. Because I've heard iPhone tracking is so much better than webcam, but I don't know. This is okay, right? I think sometimes my eyes go a little funny, but and maybe my mouth movements aren't always so. I guess it doesn't help that my rig doesn't have teeth. Did anyone notice that? I don't have teeth. I mean, everyone makes fun of Gur all the time because they're like, no bottom teeth, no bottom teeth. You still love me even if I don't have teeth? So silly. Yes! I mean, I do have teeth, but you just can't see them. But yeah, what's everyone been up to whilst I've been on holiday? I could tell you all a bit about my holiday if you like, but I want to hear what everyone else has been up to, because I missed everyone. But I know I said that I was going to go to a concert to see the Studio Ghibli composer Joe Hisaishi, but lately it has been raining quite a bit. Well, in the Philippines when it rains quite hard, if I've heard correctly. But yeah, I said that I was going to go and see Joe Hisaishi, but the day after I tested negative for COVID, Joe Hisaishi tested positive, and that was like a week before the concert was due to happen. So it was too late for us to cancel the hotels and everything, so we just went to this Travelodge for no reason in particular, didn't really do anything. Although we did go to this National Trust property. Like, the UK has a lot of like old stately homes and stuff in it, because, you know, history. And the National Trust buys up some of those homes when the people that own them realise that it's a lot of upkeep. And so the National Trust allows these places to be open to the public, and so you can walk around the grounds and stuff and pretend you're in a fancy period drama and things like that. And so we went to this place called Stowe House, and I've never seen a place with so many, well, they're called follies, but they're like fancy outbuildings, I guess. So, like, they would build these sort of temples and things just to look pretty, like, they don't serve a purpose or anything. And apparently the family that ran it did eventually go bankrupt, and so it came into the property of the trust. And so now you can walk around it and pretend to be like, oh, Mr. Darcy! Limit and Sven will be bald brothers. Well, Sven might be a sibling. I don't know if they're okay with the term brother. Yeah, that's the thing about being non-binary. Some gendered terms might be okay, some might not. I know I hate being called like a woman or a lady or anything like that, but girl is fine. Girl is great. I like being a girl. And I don't know, I don't mind when my brother calls me his sister. But he does call me his sibling as well, so... You're okay with being called bro because you detached it from the gender. Yeah, non-bronery. Isn't that from Monster Camp? You'll lose your long mane as well? Really? I thought like your whole thing was having long hair, but I guess it is a lot of maintenance. I'd say this as someone who used to have very long hair. And now that I have it a lot shorter, it's so much easier. And I tend to keep it this short as well. But for now you will luxuriate in your wavy mane. Enjoy it whilst you can, but yeah, you might find it's easier to deal with when it's shorter. You went for it because of alliteration? Oh, bald brothers, yeah. If you go full bald, you'll have an easier time kitting your head out with wigs. I mean, wigs can be a bit scratchy, and there's a reason why some people wear wig caps. Although, having said that, I haven't cosplayed in a long time. And I do kind of miss it. I think it would be fun to cosplay again. I miss going to cons, and I've been wanting to table at one for ages, and there are a couple of places I might try and have a stall at, just to like practice the whole selling my art and stuff. And like there's some things I want to make up to... You could cosplay yourself? You've only had your long hair for 8 years. 8 years is a pretty long time, you know. But I don't know, that might just be me. But yeah, you can make a papier-mâché pumpkin head. I think that would be very cute. I'd love to cosplay my VTuber. I mean, obviously, like, my hair would stay more or less the same, but, I mean, I have a blue ribbon, but I would need to get one exactly the same to match it. I'll just get 2 blue ribbons and then, like, the fun jacket and stuff. And I don't know, look at my outfit. Look how cute I am. Look at me. You're still growing out your hair. It just gets wavier and not going past your shoulder length. You went 2 years without introducing your hair to the Reaper. I think using using a scythe is not as good for cutting hair as scissors are, or perhaps clippers, depending on what style you're going for. That said, I'm not a hairdresser. I'm extremely not a hairdresser. I did have to promise my hairdresser that I would not try and cut my own fringe again. Although I have tried it a couple of times since then, and it's come out a bit better, but shh, don't tell her. Don't tell her. Electric razor go brrrr. Yeah. But yeah, I probably will book myself in for another haircut just because my fringe is starting to get into my eyes again. And I know it's not always the length that I'm not bothered about, but sometimes the thickness of it. Like, I like to have it nice and layered. Imagine going to a hairdresser's and you get shown shears whilst they tell you that's what they'll be using on your hair. I'd cry. I mean, I did get told on Twitter once that I did apparently look good bald. Like, it was just someone I was in mutuals with, and they were like, you look good with a buzz cut. And I was like, oh, like, you mean when someone, like, shaves the side and you have, like, a little undercut? And they were like, no, you'd look good bald. And I was like, what? I kind of don't want to, though. I kind of really don't want to be bald. I like having hair. And I like having lots of lovely thick hair. I don't wear hats very often because I find that often my hair is a hat. It's only on like really windy days, really cold windy days, where it's like, okay, my ears are gonna get cold. Normally they don't, but if it's really windy, then yeah, they do. I do have this hat with like ear flaps, and I wore that, and I didn't like regret it or anything, but then like the sun came out and it became really warm towards the end of the walk, and then I was like, this is a lot. You have a lap warmer? A fluffy one? Tops? Oh, she just left your lap to look out of the window? I'm so sorry. I don't know where May is. She's not in her cubbyhole. You don't believe you'd look good in a cute bald look? Your head has flat spots? Why, were you like dropped down the stairs as a baby or something? What happened? Or is it just like that? Sorry, that sounds really rude. Like, someone does something stupid and they're like, were you dropped on your head as a baby? But I didn't mean it like that, I promise. It's just like that. I mean, I think I had one as well, maybe, like, not a flat spot, but it felt like the skin was a little bit thinner. I don't know if it's still there though. I don't think it is. I think it did just like even out. But I know that when I was a baby, I had a whacking great strawberry mark on the very top of my head, and it might have been something to do with that. That's just my game theory though. It's gone quiet. Where's my music? Oh, it's buffering. Come on, music. Come on, YouTube. Don't do the thing again, please. Don't pretend that I am not connected to the internet. There it is. Come on, music. Come on, YouTube. What? Don't do the thing again, please. Why? Sorry. I didn't realize my my Twitch thing was open and it just randomly started playing. Your mother's side of the family has always had some sort of mild physical deformity. Okay, now I feel really bad. But yeah, genetics are kind of wild, huh? I mean, my mum's side of the family has always had really wide thumbs. You can somewhat hyperextend your elbows? I mean, I guess it might make for a cool party trick. I hope it's not painful for you though. You're all kind of proud of it. Yeah, see? See? It's kind of cool if anything. Just so long as you don't run into problems with it, it should be fine. No pain or discomfort. Jolly good. Because, my younger brother has hypermobile joints, and it sucks. You don't know why, vote if you grow facial hair, both sides grow the same direction in a kind of sweep. I mean, sometimes my hair does that as well. But, not always. You also have bent pinky fingers. I used to be able to, like, click my pinky finger. I mean, I can still kind of do it. I remember my mum saying, oh, you won't be able to do that when you get older, but if I sort of fully bend it, I can feel it sort of click. Hang on, I'm gonna try and draw my hand here, okay? So, like, my pinky is like this, and it like comes out a bit, and the rest of my fingers are like this. And this is like clicky, a little bit. Like the farthest joint is bent inwards and only that particular joint. Huh, okay. So let's draw the thumb as well. My weird stubby thumb. But yeah, this is why I wear gloves on hand cam streams. Like, I know that like the big companies make their VTubers wear gloves, and I mean, like, I guess it's kind of accurate to my character, because I also have gloves on my character. Holdable hands. Wow. I still don't know how to do, like, the exclamation hand-holding command. I wouldn't know how to make that, but if you can walk me through it off stream, Sven, I would appreciate it. I was also going to show you how you can change art mesh colors in VTube Studio. So if you do decide that you want your pumpkin to be wearing a different colored jumper, you can do that very easily. You kind of gave up on growing facial hair? Yeah, I know a few people that did. My dad has always said that when he tried to grow a beard it was a bit patchy, but it's fine. He looks good clean shaven. A lot of people do. You wanted to grow it long enough to be braided? I might have talked about this on stream before, but I saw my old film studies tutor at one of my older brother's theatre performances. And he had grown this massive beard, but it was really, like, and his hair was really long as well. He kind of looked like Rasputin. He looked like Rasputin. And I think he was in, like, a polycule with this married couple or something. Because he was, like, carrying this toddler around. The longest you could coax it to grow was 1 centimeter. I mean, don't feel too bad about it. Because, like, it's not something you can help, really. And, I mean, I don't really know much about beards anyway, just because, like, I can't grow them or anything. And I don't know, when it comes to other people, I can appreciate a nice beard, I suppose, but I think I prefer it when they're kind of, like, trimmed, or at least, like, kept nicely. I don't know, I know that must be, like, beard shampoo and stuff. I remember some random guy at someone's house on New Year's, like, kissed me on the cheek, and it felt like steel wool. It wasn't that fun for me. It was a little bit startling, but he was probably drunk. Oh, $ count. Okay. I will keep that in mind. And besides, I'll need to like go back onto the Stream Elements website and fiddle with some stuff anyway, because on my just chatting screen the the subscriber alert is super loud still. I thought I'd fixed it, but I think it's different because my overlay for my just chatting screen is different to my general screen. Like, you can see the text is different here. It didn't work via chat. Oh, I mean, yeah, you are an admin, but I think maybe I'd have to make the command manually via the website, maybe? Remind me to do that after stream. But yeah, I think it might just be because, like, I did have one guy in 6th form who was, like, a little bit sort of stalkerish, and he didn't, like, trim his beard or anything. Dara Malakian from System of a Down. Now, again, I keep meaning to, like, re-listen to System of a Down, because I listened to it a lot when I was really little and kind of too young to understand. But then when I, like, thought about them again a few years ago, I was like, whoa, these lyrics hit really hard. And, like, I think I would appreciate it a lot more now. I mean, I think I have to be in the right sort of moods to listen to, like, that really loud kind of music. Because normally I'm a bit more chilled out. But, yeah. I did like System of a Down a lot when I was a child. Like, I just enjoyed the sound of it, I think. But then, I don't know, I was quite pent up and had a lot of anger. But I would probably appreciate it more now. Fun fact, about a decade ago, you saw them live? That's so cool! Yeah, when my younger brother was in Israel, they saw Radiohead live, and everyone thinks that that's the coolest thing ever, but my brother's not actually that into Radiohead very much. They just went because their partner really liked Radiohead. You and your roommate did. That's so cool. What was the last, like, actual concert I went to? I mean, obviously I was going to go to one, like, last week, 2 weeks ago, but that didn't happen, because Joe's like, she got COVID. And it sucks, but they are going to redo it at some point, and I may have to return to that Travelodge, hopefully with a purpose. But, the only one I can think of right now, like the last big concert I went to, was probably 21 Pilots. They're a big reason why I play the ukulele still, although I haven't, like, listened to a lot of their recent stuff. Because they did post some silly things on Twitter, and, like, whilst I don't think it was actively malicious, it just came off as tone deaf and stupid, and yeah, my brother went totally off them after that, but, like, I still sometimes listen to some of their earlier stuff, and I don't know, when I was doing really badly before I, like, started properly VTubing and meeting the homies and stuff, like, I listened to it again, and then it was like, wow, this really hits different when you're, like, in an absolute emotional pit. Right now you're being a bit angry at the video game company for doing bad things to favorite game. Oh, I mean, I was kind of thinking about Blizzard and Overwatch 2 the other day, because, like, I used to love Overwatch so much, right? It was like my favorite thing ever. I would spend hours on Overwatch. Do you have any idea how little an hour is done? Yeah. I mean, it sucks that so many companies lately kind of suck for one reason or another. I mean, thankfully the Overwatch team didn't seem to be implicated in any of the, like, harassment and mistreatment stuff, but they still were, like, a victim of mismanagement. Basically, Poe's devs are doing dumb decisions. Yeah. I mean, the Reforged team? And yesterday, me and Sven were playing Destiny 2, and like, normally I love Destiny, but we played the Duality Dungeon, which I hadn't done before, and side note for anyone here who plays Destiny and hasn't done the Duality Dungeon yet, don't. You don't want to play the Duality Dungeon, especially not right now. Not until Bungie release some kind of patch or statement or something to say, we fixed the Duality Dungeon. It doesn't randomly kill you at the final encounter anymore. Like, I think the mechanic is kind of tedious and kind of sucks a bit. Oh, music, come on, music. Elevator going into the nightmare realm. Have a random death for no reason. Yep. It was so tilt-inducing. It was awful. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll try it again just to like get the gear or the exotic sword or whatever. But only if they say that they've fixed it. Like, it's already super duper difficult, and there were people like doing walkthroughs and stuff and saying like, we recommend these and these weapons for it, and they listed like the most broken weapons in the game, like the most OP weapons, and they're like, this is what you should run. Not what you're comfortable with. Normally with things like dungeons or raids, I tell people, look, just run what you're comfortable with. Sometimes it's a good idea to have a short range and a long range weapon, and then something like a rocket launcher for your heavy weapon, but yeah, like those, like just switching realms just killed you instantly, and it's like, what killed me? What killed me? It's not fair. Like, it has to be a bug. I mean, all things considered, like, I know I've talked about Blizzard, like, just a few sentences ago, but Bungie are, like, so much better than that. Like, instead of like the CEO of Bungie has been to like a Black Lives Matter protest and got tear gassed, and that's how much they care about like social issues, and like they regularly do like charity fundraisers for like trans rights, and they have their own like Bungie Foundation, which is to sort of keep children in hospitals entertained. Like the whole thing is like iPads for kids who are like stuck at long-term hospital stays, and I think that's awesome, and I'm really happy to have been part of some of the charity stuff. But sometimes even the good companies sort of struggle with things and struggle to get things right. So I'm not about to be like, oh, Blizzard shit company, because like, yeah, obviously, like, companies aren't your friends, like, and I try to keep this mentality for a lot of things, and like, obviously it's kind of hard for some of these, because like, I grew up absolutely loving Nintendo and everything. It's like, wow, the company that made Super Mario. Oh my god, I love Nintendo so much. And now it's like, as a company, they're not like, they don't really care for fan-made content and will DMCA any like fan project that gets off the ground, and that's really depressing. But also like, there was that thing recently where it was like Nintendo recognized gay marriage even if Japan doesn't, and then it's like there's Mario in a suit and everyone's like, oh my god, Mario put on a suit to recognize the gays. And like, yeah, that was funny, but also like, I know there were people who'd like done Earthbound fan projects and stuff because they won't localize it for the Western fans, and like it's probably never gonna happen at this point. And they just, and it's such a shame because like even in Japan, I feel like there are like laws around doujinshi and stuff. So like there are laws around fan-made content, but and they tend to be a little more relaxed. But I know I can't say I've seen many Nintendo doujinshi, but like I know I feel like people associate doujin with like 18+ stuff, and that's not always the case. It literally just means fan content, basically. So, yeah, I guess because Nintendo likes to be child-friendly, they really don't want you to know about the love hotels they had. That's a fun thing to look into, by the way. I'm not going to talk about it in detail on here because I like to keep things relatively safe for work on here. You will replace all the desktop backgrounds with Rick Astley pogging until they reduce the amount of heavy ammo in Gambit. Yeah, I just generally think that either Gjallarhorn ought to be nerfed or some other heavy weapons need to be brought in or buffed so that Gjallarhorn is not like the only thing. Because if you're having to use one weapon to win in a game with countless weapons that all work differently, then it's not good. Like, the great thing about... Okay, imagine doing a strike or something. Sure. And the reward is just 0. Yeah, I can see how that would suck. I mean, with strikes you get gear, and if you do 3 of the same subclass, then you get, like, powerful gear. Legendary Lost Sector. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Legendary Lost Sector is that the reward isn't guaranteed, and so you end up having to grind them a bunch. I mean, when you do finally get the reward, it's really, really good. Like, I got Necrotic Grips from doing a Lost Sector, and it's one of my favorite exotics. It's like the only stasis exotic I have, but it's so fun. Yeah, and Glimmer as a reward, like, I just don't feel like it's... Oh, wild capped on Glimmer, yeah. Because what I used to do was, if I did reach the Glimmer cap, I used to go and see the spider on the Tangled Shore, and I used to just buy planetary resources for Glimmer, but I guess doing it and getting no Glimmer at all. You did. Okay, yeah, that's a fair point. But, yeah, that sounds like it sucks, and I'm sorry. But I guess Master Rahul kind of does what the spider used to do, But not gonna lie, I miss the spider. I liked his voice, even if he was kind of like underhanded and slimy. Like, it's nice to hear another voice, because like, much as Rahul is okay, but like, he has the same voice lines all the time. And like, oh yeah, and the moon sectors are pain. Well, the ones on the moon aren't that fun, but what I have been meaning to do before Shadowkeep goes away is find all the bunnies. And I was gonna show Sven where, pardon me, because there is like a secret bit in one of the moon lost sectors where you can find a bunny, but I can't remember how you open it. I do need to look that up, and I probably will like look at a guide for finding all the bunnies, because I think I only have like 2, and there's like, is there 9 of them all together? I can't remember. We are all united in the salt. I mean, at least with Bungie, like, they will look at the subreddit and read various things like tagged as bug reports or whatever. So like, they are like clued into what the fans, like the players even are trying to say. You're going to hire Eggman so that you don't need to do K1 Revelation. How do you like that, Obama? I'm based on K1 Revelation. You idiot! I'm based on K1 Revelation. Did anyone else here grow up with Weeble stuff and his cartoon On the Moon with the Toast King? Because every time I go to the moon on Destiny 2 and my mum's there and she's like, I am on the moon with the Toast King, and then I'm like, and Insanity Morn Boy, because, you know, Aerith Morn's on the moon and there was Insanity Prawn Boy. They really did just let this random British guy animate whatever the hell we wanted. You found that Weeble when you were like 12 or 13? I was 9 or possibly younger, maybe even 7 or 8. Like, my mum just showed me this thing like, hey, Rhea, do you want to see a funny song about a badger? And I'm like, of course. And that's where it all began. And I went out to a cafe with my new neighbours the other day, and somehow I remembered, it was called Badger Hour, and it was literally like video footage of Weeble, like the guy, standing in front of a flower bed in his garden at night, and like the expectation was you would sit there and wait for like the badger to come out or something, but like it was literally a full hour, 60 minutes of this guy standing in front of his flower bed, and then when the hour was finally up, it was like, you sat and watched this for a full hour. So silly. I was like, damn, he got me there. But yeah, I was a very devoted Weeble stuff fan. I mean, I think he's still doing stuff like on YouTube, but I haven't watched in a long time. And I did actually go back and rewatch Catface, which was one of the series that he did. And like when I was a little kid, I thought it was so funny, and then I went back and watched it again, and I was like, huh? When does it get funny? When does it get funny? Why did I laugh at this so much? I know, I guess maybe it just didn't age well or something. And not like in a bad or problematic way necessarily, but it was just like, oh, Gordon Ramsay's there and he's swearing at the old lady. And I don't know, I thought Golden Ramsay? I thought Gordon Ramsay's whole thing was like only swearing at people who deserved it, because he had like a junior cooking show or something, and if like the children messed up on their cooking and started crying, he'd be like, oh, there, it's alright, you can keep going. And so like, I guess him yelling at a random old lady who hadn't done anything wrong just didn't quite sit right with me, because like, he doesn't yell at people who haven't done anything wrong. He calls people an idiot sandwich if they've messed up their cooking and they're an adult, you know? Like, I don't think Gordon Ramsay yelling at children would make for good television somehow. Like, But I don't know, I think maybe I just kind of enjoy, like, self-obsessed chefs being taken down a peg, because there's this food critic who writes for the Observer newspaper called Jay Rayner, and a review of his for like an obscenely expensive restaurant in Paris, it went viral because he went there sort of expecting it to be expensive, but in a way that was like, you're paying for the best things, but what he ate was really bad. And then he was saying, like, if you have money, go somewhere else that actually does things properly, and don't go here. And then people got really upset about that review, and people were like, oh my god, you're just rich bashing. Yep. Ramsay on MasterChef Junior versus Ramsay on MasterChef. I mean, I guess being a chef is one of these things that's probably a bit more daunting than people give it credit for, because I know that like a lot of big restaurant kitchens have this kind of like almost drill sergeant-y kind of hierarchy and culture. I mean, at least on like programs like that, like the head chef is there barking orders, and then all the others are like, yes chef, yes chef, yes chef. Right. I nodded so hard my model bugged out, but I can't seem to find an optimum position for my webcam, unfortunately. Commission me so I can buy iPhone. That's the thing, I need to get started on redoing my commission sheets. Oh, sorry, I just cracked my back a little bit. Ramsay on Kitchen Nightmares. I was watching, it was Scorpy sock pens on here, and magicking money into your hands so you can commission. Aww. I mean, for real, there is a cost of living crisis going on. If people can't afford to commission me, I am absolutely not going to hold it against anyone. I'm struggling, I think everyone else is. I do need to fight the government, because as an autistic person I should be eligible for some kind of government assistance, but they're being silly about it, so naturally I am going to have to take it to a tribunal or whatever. And that's another thing on the great big list of things that I have to do, but doing things is hard. Doing things is so hard. Like, what do you mean? I'm going to have to do things tomorrow as well, and the day after that, and the day after that? Is it not enough to simply just... I don't even know. But you must know the feeling, right? It's like... things keep happening, and it's like... I would give anything to live in extremely precedented times. No more pandemics, no more fascist leaders, no more angry people on Twitter.com. No more transphobia. He has a reason to be angry on Kitchen Nightmares because some of them are massive health and safety hazards. Yeah, some of Jay Rayner's reviews have also been about things like that. You want to live nice and comfy in a nice big streamer house. Oh, what? Kind of like those sort of community things? Community houses? Like, don't FaZe Clan have their own big streamer house? I mean, yeah, I won't lie, I do look at, like, estate agent websites sometimes, and I look at the really big houses, and I don't think, I want this house for me. I want this house for me and all my friends. We can live in a big gay commune, and we don't have to worry about abusive parents or anything like that. I say that, my living situation, my parents are actually wonderful. It's just I've met so many like gay kids whose parents have been unsupportive and stuff, which is why I say that. Both my parents are pretty awesome, and yeah, don't worry about me, worry about my friends. Thank you. Homies home for homies. Yes. Although having said that, I was talking to my cousin who's actually at university at the minute, and I think he's currently having the issue of like really liking his friends, but also sometimes the friends that you get along really well with are maybe not the friends that you want to live with. I feel like, I know I'm nice, but I'm probably not that great to live with, because like I'll forget to do things like washing up or hoovering or stuff like that, so yeah, if there's like a rota and stuff, then I'll try and keep to it maybe. But like, yeah, I get it. Uni students are probably depressed as all hell as well, but I have been to some student digs that were appalling. And then I've been to others that were quite tidy, and it's like... But I guess it's like the man will be house janitor. That's not fair. I want to like clean up after my mess, and Lord knows I make it as an artist. And I was reading this autobiography about this person who was alarmingly similar to me. I did actually think about, like... I made jokes about, like... Okay, I don't know if anyone has seen The Mighty Boosh, but there's an episode where these people, like, pretend to be them and, like, take on really similar names and stuff and start, like, booking up all their gigs, and then, like, their audience end up moving towards the fake people. And I was like, I'm gonna take this this writer to face court because they have stolen my likeness and my experiences. But the one part where I didn't really like relate so much was when they were talking about their OCD, and they were like single-handedly deep cleaning their student flat all by themselves whilst their flatmates are asleep, and I was like, oh my god, this sounds like it really sucks. But like, I must admit, I'm usually the one making Sven how strange. You have a lot of things to think about when taking on a Sven. Why would you say these things? I mean, I was playing Destiny with Sven yesterday, and they were saying, okay, I finished my food, I'm gonna go and wash up my plate now. And I was like, I ate food before, but my plate's still on my desk, and it's been sitting there for some time. I need to do something about it, but... yeah. I mean, I did work as a dishwasher for a bit, but it wasn't a paid position. It was kind of sad, because like, I'd love to work in a place like that, but it's specifically for people with learning disabilities, and it's specifically for people to like have something on their CV to say, look, I can do this. But I feel like most other paid positions wouldn't make those accommodations for people like us, because like, they said, look, if you get overwhelmed doing front of house, you can go in the back and wash dishes. But if washing dishes is still too overwhelming for you, there's a panic room upstairs, and you can go and like decompress in there. And I just feel like paid positions wouldn't do that for you, because like, I know, you're kind of... I know, you're being paid to freak out, I guess. You're kind of wasting your employer's money, maybe. I think it's their view, anyway. I know. Trying to, like, I think maybe I would like to have a part-time job as well as streaming, at least until streaming pays for itself. But it feels like a lot of places don't really want someone like me. Like, either I disclose my diagnosis and then they say, oh, actually we found a neurotypical person who's better than you, or I don't disclose and then they're like, you're fucking weird. We don't want you because you're so weird. Either that or like when you finally do get on the job and then something stressful happens and they're like, you overreacted to that really badly. We don't want you on the team. Bye. So, yeah. Feels kind of like I'm set up to fail. And then like they won't give me government assistance either, so... You'll become Giga streamer and make modding chat a paying job. Let's get Twitch partnered together. I mean, I think it's something I would like to do eventually, but like, obviously because I haven't been able to stream so regularly, I feel like I'm not growing as much as I'd like. But I don't want to grow my stream, I do. And when I was sick last week, I was kind of like, what do I stream next week? I mean, I hadn't thought to like dig through my sketch folders and stuff, but I was like, do I start drawing something new, or do I play a game? Should I buy Cult of the Lamb, because that's the one everyone's playing at the minute? But then a few weeks ago I was like, should I buy Stray, because that's the game everyone's playing at the minute? And it's like, I can't keep up with the streamer meta. I mean, I do want to like keep improving my model and stuff and adding more things to that, and yeah, there's so much I want to do, and I think there's so much I will be able to do now that I'm able to like sell prints, and I'm really excited for that. And I do want to, I know, like, get a stall at like a market or something. Like, I know that being able to table at a con is probably quite far away, but Cult of the Lamb looks fun, but it's a lot darker than it. I mean, just hearing the name, I thought, oh my god, that's gonna be so dark. It's gonna be like, I know that it's gonna be so grim. But then, like, I saw the art and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. But then then I switched back to, oh, it's actually kind of dark again. Designated bleak button. Now, is that why streamers love these games? Because, like, with Stray, you press B to meow, and then in Cult of the Lamb, you press a button to bleat. I mean, I do like the Twitch integration for Cult of the Lamb. I do think that's really fun. But at the same time, I feel really weird about, like, in-game emotionally manipulating my real followers. In Nuclear Thron, one character can press B to air horn. Bah. Oh, Throne. It's only as dark as you decide to play it. I guess. Sorry for disappearing suddenly, you had to answer your sister call. No, it's alright. It's absolutely fine. Real life stuff happens, but what did you miss? We are talking about Cult of the Lamb and, like, I guess streamer meta, because, like, but at the same time, I don't want to necessarily do what everyone else is doing, because then I'll just blend into this amalgamation of VTubers all doing the same thing, but at the same time, it's like, I want to grow my audience, you know? Cult of the Sven. Yeah, little lambkin. I mean, to be fair, Cult of the Lamb does look really fun, and I was saying the Twitch integration looks kind of fun, but at the same time, I'd feel really weird about, like, emotionally manipulating my actual Twitch followers. Also, I'm a little bit weirded out at the amount of poop that's in the game. Like, bodily fluid. Well, excrement. I'm weirded out by that. It's not fun. One must either find the balance or simply ignore it. I chose the latter because ignoring the whole meta and just looking at a game and going, hey, it looks pog and it's fun. The lamb reminds you of me? Really? I mean, I did actually draw, hang on, can I find it? It'll be in my recents. Or maybe it won't be, maybe I forgot to save the canvas. Cleaning up after your followers is certainly a task. Bro, keep it in the lamb, stop! Hang on, it'll be in my... No, I posted it in Sven's server, but for those of you who aren't in there, let me find it. Images and art. Copy image. I did actually draw a little lambkin. Come on, paste. Okay, don't paste. Oh, for God's sake. There it is. I drew a little lambkin. A pumpkin lamb. Magical girl lamb. Just get the magic from the one that waits below. Maybe I should buy that game, but there's also other stuff I want to buy, maybe. Disgusting! I know you were saying that you couldn't, like, decipher what else was being said in that video, but I could translate it for you, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I remember the bit at the beginning where the two children were like, "Today I'll be singing Cher Lloyd by Cher Lloyd." I think Cher Lloyd was a lady on X Factor, maybe? I don't remember if she actually, like, got much of a musical career out of it afterwards, though. I can't remember if she was one of these people that won or not. Because sometimes people that don't win actually go on to have more of a musical career than ones that do. Like, I don't think One Direction actually won X Factor the year that they were on, but, like, they're a they were, rather, a multinational phenomenon. I guess a lot of the people that were in One Direction have now gone on to have successful solo careers, so it's interesting to see how it works. I mean, I don't think nowadays it's like a guarantee of having a successful musical career, but then I haven't watched it in a long time either. I'm not huge into that particular brand of reality television. Like, I think X Factor would be so much better if instead of singing songs, they were trying to bake a delicious treat, and if instead of Simon Cowell, it was Paul Hollywood, and also maybe Noel Fielding was there, I don't know, and Matt Lucas maybe. I just think that would be good, you know? How come none of you knows how to flush the toilet after you've had a shit? Timeless meme. So glad that people outside of the UK enjoy it too. But I think I saw a post about that was like, kind of the same phrasing, but instead of the X Factor, they were like, I think Euphoria would be better if instead of, like, being sexy high schoolers, they were all trying to bake a cake and Paul Hollywood was there. and Prue Leith was there, and she was wearing a colourful outfit. And also Noel Fielding was there, making characters out of wooden spoons. But yeah, whilst I was away on holiday... Oh, hi, Malkaios! Yeah, whilst I was away on holiday, I was playing a lot of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on my cousin's Switch, and I don't have Mario Kart for Switch, but it's something I wanted to get for a really long time, and I really like the idea of the Ramsey Cult of the Lamb. Where's the lamb sauce? I think in that game it's called Devotion, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But yeah, like seeing the courses that are going to be on the Mario Kart Booster Pass, I'd love to play those again. Like Coconut Mall is coming back. I know that's one a lot of people get nostalgic about. I know lots of the big Mario Kart Wii courses. Waluigi Pinball is coming back, and that was like one of my favourite ones on Mario Kart DS, which I think was like probably my first Mario Kart game. And Mario Kart Wii was the one where I got like dead serious about it, and I was like, I'm gonna play online, and I'm gonna try and get the biggest score possible, and I'm gonna enroll in my high school's Mario Kart club, and I'm gonna bring in my Wii wheel, and I'm gonna go so hard. And I mean, high school's Mario Kart club, it was fun, but also they didn't have everything unlocked. But the Coconut Mall's already back. Oh, awesome! I mean, I don't have a copy, and my cousin hadn't bought the booster pass thing, so we were just looking at like the previews and stuff. But also, Splatoon 3 is coming out soon, and I think the like the global test fire thing is happening like next week. Maybe I should stream that. Would y'all watch me play Splatoon 3? I love Splatoon. I did actually stream some once before, but I do have like Splatoon assets and stuff. Hang on, let me show you. I've got like the visor and stuff, and that's normally what I make my character wear in Splatoon. Hang on, Splatoon. Hang on, it's T Technical Visor. Right, you have to put this on in 2 parts. Let me put the back piece on. You know someone really excited about Splatoon 3, particularly for the new weapons? Yeah, me too. I'm excited for like the new like special weapons and stuff. Oh, yeah. The katana. Oh yeah, I saw that, and it's based off like a letter stamp. Okay, hang on. Oh, for goodness sake, there we go. Let me put the cat ears on. Okay, it's kind of clipping through the visor, so... Hang on, I might just take the visor off for the purposes of having the cat ears. When I remember to bind this stuff to hotkeys, it'll be over for all of you. This is some good music, thank you. I might include a link to my playlist, maybe? Right, cat ears are on. It's time to, hang on, let me bring myself to one side a little bit so you can see. Nya, 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 nya. You're actually starting to feel really sleepy. Oh, you know the video game music? Yes! Oh, and I see you also redeemed miscreant behavior. Everyone get ready. Little children look away because this is very naughty and you shouldn't do this in polite company. The music isn't helping you to stay awake. I'm sorry. I know it must be really late for you as well, so I do appreciate you coming, even if it's not the best time of day for you, so thank you so much for that. But yeah, I mostly like look up piano covers of things like anime openings, and I have that on because anime openings tend to not get you like DMCA'd for this kind of stuff. I mean, on YouTube it's slightly different. I've noticed when I upload my VODs, it doesn't really like it when I play Adrenaline, which is a song that's in this playlist. We don't talk about the anime it's from, but the song itself is an absolute banger. How come your sub here has lasted longer than some of your other subs? I don't know, Amy. I mean, doesn't it depend on, like, what time of the month you sub at or something? don't actually know how Twitch subs work all that well. You liked how Giguk described said anime? It made me realize that anime is trash and so am I. Like, I probably would have liked it if it was just about, like, the girl. Like, fun anime girl who streams art and doesn't like to show her face. She's just like me for real. But then they had to add in that weird incest subplot. Don't like it. Not a fan. It's such a shame that the opening is done by like one of my favorite J-pop bands, and wait, no, it's the ending theme, isn't it? I mean, yeah, the opening is also done by Claris, which is another great J-pop duo, and they've done some really nice music for Madoka Magica as well. It's just such a shame. Some anime could be really good and fun, but then it panders to this weird bottom of the barrel nonsense. You thought for no, anime, not Amy. You like it when music is done by Melly. Yeah, you showed me some of her stuff, and like, her voice is beautiful and her lyricism is kind of interesting. I remember watching the trailer for Limbus Company because you were like, oh my god, Limbus Sauce Bus. But, the lyrics made me feel kind of ill, but, like, the not trash, I'm getting the, your boy Kongming. I've never heard of that. What's that all about? A straight cover of a Hungarian party song? I mean, that's kind of fun. I mean, a lot of what we consider, like, Japanese music often isn't, because, like, there's Lavan Polka, which is Finnish, and then there's Caramel Dancer, which is Swedish. Yeah. No, Amy. Not trash. I'm gonna time you out if you keep saying you're trash. Stop it. He helps the singer become famous. Never utter that name in my vicinity. Oh, one of my older cousins used to know like all the lyrics and everything. It was an interesting time. We'd sit and watch Naruto together. And when I saw her again at my granny's funeral, she was saying, "Oh, I'm getting proper back into anime again," and so I was telling her some of my faves. I was a bit disappointed to hear that she's big into Attack on Titan, but apparently she didn't know about like the creator and the creator's views on Koreans. But Lemith, Emilia is upset about Caramel Dancing because it is Swedish. Amy, you are not trash. Don't say it. Stop saying it. I mean, apparently the version of Caramel Dancing that we know is actually like a Nightcore cover, and the original version sounds kind of sad. I don't know. I did actually read this whole article about like who created it and stuff. You sang the whole of the caramel dance? Oh no. I mean, Sven has sent me a couple of songs from Final Fantasy XIV, and they sound pretty good. I mean, I think the composer who does stuff for Final Fantasy XIV sounds like he's very well respected. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever play it, but I've enjoyed like the art and the voice work that I've seen from it. Your boy Silken. Anna Maestro is Polish posting, and to that I say, Cześć, kup teraz. Oh, the first part of the Polish cow meme song. Okay. I went to school with a handful of Polish children. They were really nice, but I didn't know very much of the language from them. There was one poor girl who transferred in part of the way through the year, and she didn't have any English at all, and so they just put her in all of the same classes as this other Polish boy. And I just realized I've been drawing on the wrong layer for some time, because I posted I pasted the lambkin in. It's okay, I also have zero knowledge of Polish. I know a lot of streamers have rules that are like, English only, please, because like, apparently it helps the moderators and helps everyone feel included in the conversation, but I'm not gonna like, get mad at people about it. I mean, I think I did once have someone like, spout insults at me in Russian. Yeah, it was a little bit confusing, but I know, I wish I knew more languages, and I wish that the UK was better at teaching second languages, because, I don't know, apparently monolingual people are, like, outliers in the world. Like, it's more common to have at least 2 languages under your belt. And so, I'm the weird one for really... You love Swedish, but during collabs... Yeah. I mean, I know when, like, people get this, like, enable the Swedish redeem during a collab, it does kind of leave the other person, like, a bit, what? Unless you were to, like, I don't know, collab with Emilia or somebody. I mean, I have enough knowledge of German to be able to get by, but I'm nowhere near fluent by any means, and I've kind of been slacking on the whole Duolingo thing. But yeah, I did once have AutoMod catch something in Russian, and then like I had a look at it, and it was like AutoMod banned this thing for misogyny, and it was all in Russian, so I couldn't understand it, so I can only assume they were like calling me a vile wench or something. You could test me? Only if you want to, but I mean, when I was in Berlin earlier this year, I kind of did an okay job, but I found that it was kind of difficult to sort of switch between the 2 languages. Like, I'd wake up in the morning and I'd speak to my brother in English, and then we'd go to the cafe to order the breakfast, and then the people at the desk would like say something to me, and I'd be like, oh god, I'm a copy. My German brain hasn't woken up. And so making that switch from English into German was a little bit tricky, but then I found that once I was like in the German headspace, I had trouble switching back, and so I'd be there like talking to the waitress and like asking about certain ingredients and stuff, and then I'd say what we all wanted and stuff, and then I'd turn back to my brother and go, "Oh, ist das alles?" And sonst noch etwas? And then my brother would be like, "What?" And I'd be like, "Oh my god!" And he's to switch back to English because my brother doesn't do German. So yeah, making the switch I think is arguably more difficult than like getting the language. Your switch is jammed between both your languages. Yeah, you were saying, and I mean, translation is a whole other skill. Like, one of my neighbors is a language professor, and he has about 20 languages that he's like competent in, and his official job I think is translator for now this is odd, but the translator for the Serbian Poet Laureate, or like maybe the former Serbian Poet Laureate. I don't know if it changes every year like us, but so his job is translating Serbian poetry, and I mean I know of people who like are proficient in English and Japanese, but would rather have someone who's a professional translator translate their stuff. What's going on in my chat? Are people like singing lyrics at each other? I'm glad y'all are having fun. I mean, this feels like this happens a lot during my streams. Like my chat will run with something and like they'll be having the time of their lives and I'll be like, I don't know what EDF is. I mean, I think it's an energy provider in my country. EDF Energy. EDF Energy. They used to have like a little orange poop as their logo. The EDF Energy poo. So yeah, Earth Defense Force. Okay. Is this from a thing? I don't know what it is, but again, I'm glad everyone's having fun. Very fun game. Shot the big ant into atmosphere with funny shotgun. Not for arachnophobes, though. Okay, I'm not that bothered by spiders, because there's that Peppa Pig episode where she's like, spiders can't hurt you. And then it got banned in Australia because spiders in Australia can in fact hurt you. I mean, I know Sven plays a lot of Binding of Isaac, and that seems to have a lot of spiders in. Again, the gameplay of Binding of Isaac looks really fun, but I'm really squicked by the amount of bodily fluids that are in there. Like, why are all the cool games that everyone loves full of poo and wee? I'm not about it. Australia can and will hurt. Yep, yep. I know, if you're not got by some venomous spider or whatever, then a cassowary or something will get you. Or a crocodile. A crocodile. Oh, there are mods that remove it. Oh, cool. Hans, get the Flammenwerfer. But yeah, Berlin was super fun. But I've talked about it a lot on stream. I feel like it was a few months ago now. I went to like the south of England for my holiday. We did go to a place called Cornwall, which has the most incredible beaches and stuff, and it was a really hot day, and the water was so vibrant and clear, and this wonderful blue-green colour. Oh, it was dreamy. Loved it. Love Cornwall. Shout out Cornwall. You were at the beach last week with super fun tides? Yeah, I mean, tides and stuff, like, you've got to keep a good eye on it, because otherwise you can get yourself into very deep water very fast. Mud flats. Yeah, there's a place off the coast near where I live. I mean, I'm not on the coast, I'm like an hour's drive from the coast. But this place, it's an island, but only sometimes, and there's like a causeway to get across it, and you need to keep a good eye on the timetables for the tides, because otherwise your car will get swamped and you will drown. I mean, you won't, because there are like there are these like little huts on stilts with like ladders and stuff that you can climb into for like emergency. But Vatmir. Okay. Thankfully I never ran into any trouble on the causeway when I went there when I was a youngster, but we did accidentally drive into like a ditch, and we had to wait for I think it was like the AA or somebody to come and pick us up. And like that was just outside where the it was on the mainland, but we were just coming back from the island. I mean, that's another beautiful place. Honestly, I feel like the north of England is incredibly underrated. I say this as someone who was born in the north and everything, but I know it might just also be because I'm not that big of a fan of London. Like, sure, there are some fun places to go in London, but I wouldn't want to live there. Not for a long stretch of time, anyway. But, like, we've got this Roman wall that was built to keep the Scots out. I mean, obviously it did a terrible job, because, like, I have Scottish ancestry and I'm on the non-Scot side of the wall. Although I'm saying this like several thousand years later, but I don't know, like you could walk from where I live to Syria, like the Middle East, and be under Roman occupation the entire time. That was how big the Roman Empire was. And I know it's a beautiful place with lots of green hills, and you can see for miles. And there's a really great pub called the Twice Brewed that you can go to. And it's really nice to just walk there. My dad walked the entirety of the Roman Wall during lockdown. And he's a bit of a creaky old man, but he loved it. Your eyes are starting to feel gritty. Yeah, go to sleep. Don't feel like you have to stay up just for me. You could be part of the VOD gang if you wanted. I know, I do want to try streaming at different times as well. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you so much. Sleep well. Have nice dreams. And I hope you feel well rested afterwards. But yeah, I just do 2 p.m. because like I take a long time to wake up, and then I don't know. I feel like I probably would get more viewers in the evening, maybe. I don't know. I might try like gaming in the evenings or something if that's what people want to see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and be a bit more active and try and stay focused, because I got my ADHD pills, and I'll be moving on to like a slightly higher dose of them in a few days' time as well. So we'll see how much better I'm able to concentrate. You're down for evening gaming? That would be wonderful. I mean, there's so many games that I want to like go back to, and then there's new ones I want to try. It sounds like my audience would love me to play Cult of the Lamb, and yeah. What am I gonna play? I don't know. I mean, I've got lots of games that I think would be really fun, like more cults to join. Yeah, I definitely want to try the Twitch integration thing if I do end up playing Cult of the Lamb. I know that the helping and hindering option was recently disabled because they were running into issues with it. But I might get it once they fix that, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I think I'm, like, quite comfortable for money at the minute, but, I'll try and, like, work on my commission sheet off stream, I think. I felt like doing it on stream would be a little bit awkward. You take it like Lobcore, as long as you can invade all the cults, it's great. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of that off stream, and Sven's been helping me with it. I feel like I'm making good progress in Lobcore. I got my first Alephs recently, it's very exciting. But I feel like I'm not going fast enough because I want to meet all the Sephiroth. Do I have your nugget in the facility? No, not currently. I don't have many, like, real people in them. I mean, I did have an Amelia nugget a little while ago. I mean, that came about, like, kind of as an accident, but it had her name and it looked like her. It had, like, the shortish purpley hair. And I mean, I know she doesn't have purple hair. Like, it's sort of like silvery purple, but like it worked. It was her. It was Amelia. Project Moon gave me my friend. So yeah. And then I think I did make a Sven at one point, but that's easy. You just make a little cue ball and make him cute. Hello, Lord Fishdude. What are we adding to my model today? Soup. Soup. I had soup for lunch today. Like, ever since I had COVID, all I want to do is eat soup. I'm in my soup era. I'm in my soup era. And I tell you what, we'll add my mug. I like my mug. It can be a mug of soup. How do we like that? Soup is good. I love soup. It was, I think, vegetable soup today. Like, it was a sort of tomatoey base, but then it had lots of different veggies in it, like carrot and peas and stuff. It's good. I do just want to eat soup all the time. Like, luckily I found that. Oh, you'll look. Thank you for lurking. Like, I don't think COVID has, like, done me any long-term damage, but I think because I ate a lot of soup when I had COVID, I think maybe it just, like, rekindled my love for soup, maybe? I mean, soup is good anyway, but this is the soup appreciation stream. If you don't like soup, you can leave. But I was eating my soup, and then my dad came in and said, "That smells good. It makes you want to eat baked beans." And I'm like, "How dare you? How dare you? Soup is good, and baked beans are awful. Do not besmirch soup's good name." I mean, so soup is a rather broad genre of food. There must be at least one that you like, right? I mean, I like tomato soup a lot as well, but I've been branching out into other soups as well. I've never tried like a summer soup that you eat cold. I'm a little bit disturbed by those, but I think that might just because I live in a slightly colder than average country, and like soup is something you have. You don't like most European soups, okay? Have I tried soups from other places? The classic broths. I mean, I thought that like broth could be kind of like a Japanese thing. Like you have broth with ramen. I mean, that's usually like a meaty bone broth. Mostly German soups. I know mulligatawny is like an Indian soup. Goulash is technically soup. Yeah, I suppose that's true too. I like miso soup as well. At the sushi restaurant that my older brother is really obsessed with, so we kind of always have to go there. They have unlimited miso soup. I think that's correct spelling, right? I mean, maybe there's another H. Yeah, miso soup is good. You can't go wrong with a bit of miso soup. And like, it's the unlimited miso soup is probably the best way to like fill up when you're at that restaurant, because like you order lots of small plates and it can really like stack up in terms of price. So getting a couple of bowls of miso soup and just slurping that slowly, it's good for you. But I like the katsu stuff they do. Like you can get pumpkin katsu, which is delicious. Well, I might be biased. Sorry, thinking my oita. Played in a long time. I haven't done Jackbox in a really long time. I miss playing Jackbox. When can we organize a Jackbox session? Like, I'd love to do that with my audience or with my friends. I played it with some cousins once and it was really fun. Although I tried to play it with my cousin who's in the army, and I was like, "Alexander, play Jackbox with me," and he was like, "I'm not drunk enough," and I'm like, "Come on, it's fun sober too." I know. This might just be coming from someone that doesn't really do alcohol that much, although maybe a little more than I used to. There, we lined it. We did the line art. Music. Okay, it's just playing the same song again, but I like this one, so... having said that, I haven't actually played Arc 2 of Magia Record. But it's kind of hard when there's no official English translation anymore, so you kind of have to rely on fan translations. Shall we get started on some colouring? Well, we could line the other thing that I've had open. Hello, Toyota! Welcome! I love the crying cat. But yeah, we are doing some art today. We just finished doing the line art for this silly little doodle that I was doing. But yeah, welcome! I saw you in Sven's chat and I've seen you. I think you must be something of a regular in Galrum's chat, right? I need to watch more Galrum. I think I need to watch more streamers generally, but there's so many. But yeah, it's good to see you. Welcome. Thou hast arrived to become a Froya enjoyer. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Alright, I do have a reference picture for... oh my gosh, why did my copied images go into my clipboard? Alright, I just want to have the reference of Amelia's model, just so I know what colours go where. I can't get over how cool her model's design is. Mayhaps so. Well, thank you for being here. But yeah, this is my first stream in a while. I do want to be streaming regularly again, and I'm also going to try really hard to like get a proper schedule and everything. But it's kind of hard when you live with your family and like they need you for something. Like I was a little bit late for the start of today's stream because my doggies decided it would be a great idea to do a wee wee on the floor, so I had to go and clean that up. So yeah, I was stuck on the starting soon screen for a bit longer than I would have liked, but hey, that's life. Sometimes your doggies do a dirty protest, because my mum's working at the office again, and they liked it better when she worked from home. so cool seeing how creative some people get on this website. I do want to make more emotes for myself. I did actually promise my tier 2 subscriber that I would make something for her that she can use. So I should be working on that rather than this, really, but oh, that lick emote was so funny when Sven raided Gal. Or did Gal raid Sven? I can't remember, but I remember seeing lots of lick the raiders, la 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 la. Lots of people licking Sven, which I wasn't sure whether to agree or to feel a little jealous. I mean, they are a tasty pumpkin after all. And I was just talking about how I love the katsu pumpkin that they do at Yo Sushi. My mum and my older brother were there the other day, and they've started using robots to collect the dishes from people. I guess to like minimize human contacts and like to keep the human staff safe. But the robot was like a cat, and it had a cute little cat face, and it was so adorable. And now I want to like go back there so I can see the cat robot. I kind of want to give the cat robot head pats, but it kind of looked like the face was a touch screen maybe, so I don't know if that would like mess with it. But it was so cute. I mean, sure, I do feel a little bit anxious about robots doing human jobs when humans are struggling to get jobs of their own, like. Them. Like, yeah, obviously I'm gonna sound like one of those robot racists in every ham-fisted sci-fi metaphor ever, but like, we should make sure that humans are being like looked after, and that like digitization of jobs ultimately benefits humans rather than. And I've been seeing this conversation a lot with artists and AI. Ooh, you shall enter a deep lurk in anticipation for an armored fellow's eventual arrival. That's exciting. I know you said you were looking forward to collabing with this certain armored individual, and I will be sure to check it out later once it happens, but I want to keep working on this a bit more first. But I will join you shortly. And see how much of the flats I can get done. Thanks for lurking. See you soon. I can't remember what they said they were gonna play. Was it Sunhaven? I know it was Wholesome that got them into that, but it might be something else as well. Something that's not quite as laid back. I can't remember. But yes, for those who don't know, our armoured friend is Wholesome Overlord. Enjoy the arts, there beeth no rush. Sunhaven is the hope. Okay. Yeah, I know that like sometimes last minute technical difficulties can prevent people from playing stuff, because I did want to stream more Stardew Valley, but for some reason my computer's audio drivers and Stardew have stopped mixing. And I do have a pair of speakers, so that I mean I can do audio stuff, but I prefer to keep stuff in my headphones if I can, so I'm not like doing noise pollution whilst people are sleeping and stuff, or just like disturbing people. Because in a house full of autistic people, some people are slightly averse to certain sounds, shall we say, and I do not want to upset anyone. Model, hello? Hello? Model? I'm here. Hello? My webcam. I can never find a good position for it. Actually, maybe if I pop the legs up, it wouldn't keep losing the tracking. Bring this up a bit. It's got kind of floppy. There's like, I don't know how to explain it. But there's the legs of the tripod, and then there's like the body of it, which holds up the actual camera itself, and the body's gone kind of floppy. I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry. But yeah, hopefully that'll be less buggy now. VTubing is fun, but also you get your own special set of difficulties when your model stops working or the tracking looks a bit janky. Like, facecam streamers probably don't have to be like, oh, my face has stopped working, oh no! My face broke! My face froze! I mean, I know that like when a little kid makes funny faces and their guardian or parents or grandparents or whatever is always like, oh, if you keep making funny faces like that, it'll freeze that way. But like, that's the truth for VTubers. If you make a funny face as a VTuber, there's always a chance it might get stuck that way. But also I find that if my camera like loses my tracking, then like it'll make me freeze into like a sad face with my eyes closed, like a sad mouth with closed eyes, and it looks a bit weird. But I don't see many other VTubers have that kind of problem, but I wonder how much of it is because it's a webcam and not the iPhone. I mean, I do have an iPhone, it's just mine doesn't do face tracking, and it's too old to like use the YouTube Studio mobile app. It's usually an issue with the phone quality. It happened! I talked about it and it happened, and now it's... Hello, face! Please! Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's not my phone, it's a webcam that I'm using. I actually have two webcams, because the hope is once my bedroom is fully finished, I'll be able to do traditional art streams and do like hand cam stuff. So I've got one webcam for my face and one for hand cam. And then you can watch me paint animals, because people want to commission me to do like watercolor pet portraits, and I'm excited to do those on stream. I don't use my phone for face tracking. My iPhone is too old. My iPhone doesn't have the Face ID thing. I mean, I'll be real with you, I find it a little bit dystopian that like you use your phone to unlock, you use your face to unlock your phone rather, and it's also not covered by biometrics laws. So if say like, I don't know, I was at a protest and the police arrested me, they could just hold my phone up to my face and it would unlock it. But I think they can also like forcibly put your fingerprints on as well, so... But at the same time, like, I'd love to be able to have better tracking, because sometimes it's a little buggy. Although I heard that, like, some newer Android phones can also do the face... Hang on. Okay, I think my next door neighbor is doing like a music lesson or something. I don't know if it's coming up on mic, but if you like hear any... Unless it's the pub garden maybe? Would they be doing live... No, the pub's closed on a Monday. They wouldn't be doing live music in the pub garden. I don't know, there's music coming from somewhere, and I don't know if my mic is picking it up or not. But I know my mic is a little bit funny in what it decides to pick up and not pick up. Like, I've watched back my own VODs before and found that if my voice goes a little too high-pitched and I get too excited about something, it will, like, partially mute me or make me a little quieter. But then it will decide to broadcast my older brother's vocal stimming, which kind of sounds like a low groan from halfway across the damn house. And like, I do worry that people might like get the wrong idea and think that like, I don't know, I'm broadcasting from... You can't hear any other music. Oh, that's just as well then. I feel like I can hear people singing. Maybe. I can definitely hear piano. My next door neighbour's a music teacher and she sometimes offers piano lessons from her home. And once there was a child coming into her house for a piano lesson, and I was walking past on my dogs and we were going for a walk, and then my dog sort of tried to like push himself into the doorway, and I said, Hoogie, piano lessons aren't for dogs. My older brother thought this was so funny. He was like, oh my god, Hoogie wants to learn how to play the piano. And I'm like, he doesn't have fingers. You'll be. I mean, in reality, it's probably that my dog is a little bit, because he used to be able to go into that house all the time, the house next door, because it used to belong to my grandmother, but then she passed away. But my doggy really wants to play piano. I know, bless him. I mean, I have seen videos of dogs, like, just placing a paw on one of the keys, or, like, pressing a key with their nose and then going, ooh! I saw one floating around Twitter, and, I think the caption was something like, the Beatles and Mozart learnt everything they know from this dog, and it was a dog that was pressing the keys and then going, ooh! I mean, that's multi-talented. That's a dog that can play the piano and sing, and that's something I really admire. I mean, I remember when I was in school and I was learning the violin, I found that playing the violin and singing at the same time was incredibly difficult. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's using two different parts of your brain, maybe? But it did take up a lot of like mental energy to do that, I think. I mean, there was one song I was able to sing and play at the same time. It was called The Rattling Bog. You might know it. I feel like it's quite a popular sort of, I don't know, maybe not a folk song. I feel like I heard an American band play it, but it's one of these ones where they add something new to every verse, kind of. I find it a little bit easier to sing and play the ukulele at the same time, but I think the ukulele, despite having the same number of strings, is just a slightly easier instrument anyway. I don't know how it works. I know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss playing the violin. Singing works well with piano and guitar. Like, I can play some songs on the piano, but not very well. I don't think I have the coordination to do, like, chords and stuff. Like, I can tap out a melody fairly easily. But I find, like, the ukulele is quite easy to teach yourself. Like, I wouldn't go to a ukulele teacher to learn the ukulele. I can just, like, look up tabs online. I know maybe guitar is similar. I feel like people who do go to guitar lessons tend to be, like, little kids, but I don't know. I've never actually played the guitar before. It's more strings, so it might be more difficult, but I don't know. And I don't know, I think my family has kind of a musical streak. I was actually talking to one of my cousins that I met. This is kind of crazy, but I did meet one of my cousins in Wholesome Overlord's Twitch chat, because I recognize the surname that's in my family. And, apparently this cousin hadn't spoken to anyone from my side of the family in years. And it was nice to catch up. And he was saying, oh, I think our family does have quite a sort of creative history. And I mean, we do have painters in our family, and I guess I'm just the next in a longish line of those kinds of people. But then we also had, like, a famous tenor who probably would have gone on to become even more famous, but he died very prematurely because he went to fetch someone's coat that they'd left on the train, and then he fell onto the train tracks. And I don't know, I got really sad hearing about that, because I've heard recordings of his voice, and he's incredible. He was incredible. But at the same time, there are some people who I'm not proud to be related to. Yeah, my family's a mixed bag, I think. But yeah, we've got painters and, like, artists and musicians and stuff, which is pretty cool. We just don't talk about the other stuff. But yeah, it's crazy that, like, we live in such a small world, and that two people from the same family just so happen to enjoy Wholesome Overlord's Twitch streams. I'll never get over that. as a ping from Chesed Appreciation House. Oh, doing some Cult of the Lamb until Wholesome is ready for some collabing fun. Okie doke. We'll see how far we can get with the flats, and then I think we will do a cheeky little raidie. Also, I know I said this at the start of the stream, but if anyone wasn't there at the beginning, I will be looking into getting prints made up. So, I would really appreciate it if you would, I don't know, go onto my website and see if there's like a favorite piece of art of mine or something that you think would look good as a print, because I will be ordering some in the near future. There's someone near me who does like nice, I think they're called giclée prints, like they're printed on nice paper. And yeah, very excited. I might do some of my paintings, but if there are any digital pieces that people really like, then please let me know. And because the great thing about this guy is he doesn't have a minimum order quantity, so I could, in theory, like get stuff printed to order if that was what people wanted. And I don't know, if those things sell well, then I might look into doing other types of merchandise, possibly. Because I've wanted to do things like, I don't know, keyrings or enamel pins for a really long time. I know, maybe not enamel, but I know I might try like wooden pins or something at first. Because I know I'm a little bit concerned about the environmental impact. I mean, not that I know much about it, but I'm a little bit iffy about like I know factories in China and stuff. I don't want to like use slave labor or anything like that. But if people would like little VTuber keyrings or something, then I would love to make something like that. Or I don't know, like little phone charms. I have a phone charm, I love it. I kind of like the idea of like those early 2000s flip phones that just have a massive lump of charms on them. And it's like, you could use that as a weapon, honestly. Like, you could use those charms as like a cat and nine tails. Imagine opening OBS, staring at it for 20 minutes and doing nothing and then closing it. I've been there before, and I'll be honest, I was a little bit scared to like stream again today, but that was partly because like I didn't know what I was going to stream. But after having like looked through my folders of unfinished stuff, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna like line and color something that I've had as a sketch for a long time. And yeah, like I just wanted to do something, you know, and I do want to like go back into streaming games as well, like preferably multiplayer ones or ones that like I can interact with you guys with. So I don't know. I was saying Cult of the Lamb sounds like it would be good for Twitch integration. Before I went on holiday, Noita was also on sale, and I really enjoyed watching Sven play that, but I'm a little bit intimidated by all of the things that people can do on there, and it's not always immediately clear if you are helping or hindering someone by voting for a certain option. But again, I like that game has Twitch integration. And honestly, if anyone has like recommendations for games that they like with Twitch integration or ways to like interact with chat, I would love to hear it. I want to like have fun with you guys and talk with you guys, because I don't know, streaming's great. I love having my community in my life and being able to talk to you about stuff. Because, like, I don't know, drawing used to be quite a lonely thing for me, but now it's not, and, yeah. And I used to kind of have a lot of performance anxiety around drawing as well, but I think streaming has really helped me to overcome that. You have one art piece that you're working on, but you hate the line art, so you might just throw it to trash and start from the beginning again? Well, you could, like, I don't know, hide the line art layer and, like, redo it. I mean, some people do multiple, sketches before they go onto the line art, but that's if people sketch, like, really loosely, or, like, I know, it doesn't have to be that way. And, I know, it's easy to feel like you don't like your art, I think. But at the same time, I don't think you should feel too bad about it, because, I saw someone say that you might be in the gap between knowing what you want to do and being able to execute it, if that makes sense. So you know what you want your art to look like, but you're sort of in between that skill gap. And I know it's frustrating because I've been there, but honestly, if you just keep going, then that's how you get better. How am I? I'm doing very well, thank you. I was on holiday, but then when I got back from holiday, I was kind of sick. I had like a stomach problem, but I'm doing a lot better now, and I'm trying to resume streaming, and I want to stream more, basically. Oh, hang on, it's a good idea to look at the reference image whilst you're coloring in. That was part of the reason why I had it here. So yeah, I've had a few things get in the way of streaming, and I feel like that's the story of my life. But I do want to stream more regularly, because I feel like my audience isn't growing as much as I'd like it to, and I don't know, it's easy for me to feel a little bit sort of stagnant. But I am going to try and like change it up in the near future. I was saying before, but I was thinking about streaming later in the day as well. I know I tend to stream art at around 2 or 3 p.m, but I know that's not ideal for people with 9 to 5s, obviously. I mean, I know there are some people who do watch me whilst they work, and that's fine, so long as, like, I don't know, you're allowed to have stuff in the background, or, I don't want people getting into trouble or getting fired because of me, so I feel like I should say formally, like, if you're not allowed to watch streams or have stuff in the background on your job, then don't do it if it's going to get you in trouble. But at the same time, I love the idea of people having me on as background noise. It means a lot to me. But if people want like after work streams, like later on in the day, I feel like I could do like gaming streams in the evening, like, cause I've said this before, but I felt like sometimes when I do gaming streams, I feel a little bit guilty about it because it feels like I'm not working. But at the same time, like, people subscribe to me to watch games as well as art, and that's the reality of it. But maybe if daytime was for art and evening was for gaming, maybe I might feel less guilty, and I know I'd be able to sort of have that separation, you know? Because that's the thing about being self-employed. You hear about people with like zero work-life balance, or like, I know, what is work and what is life, you know? Like they also say like, oh, work a job, like do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life or whatever. But then like you hear about artists who are like perpetually stressed out all the time, and it's like, thankfully I've never felt that way about art, because like I always enjoy it. But it's so easy for me to get burnt out with other stuff. I don't know. I mean, I guess, like, I feel like maybe I did have art block a little bit when I was younger, but I was perpetually stressed out, like, all the time. That's high school, baby. That's mainstream education as an undiagnosed neurodivergent. Oh, hang on, I am like coloring stuff. It's just, yeah, that's a thing. Another thing on my ever-growing list of things to do. Maybe change the way my overlay looks a little bit, because this chat box is kind of fat and it does kind of cover up my art window a little bit. Love the art, by the way, it looks amazing. Thank you! I I doodled this a little while ago, and it's Amelia, Lobster Agent, and me being a gremlin. But I realized whilst I was drawing this that I'd never actually, like, I'd never drawn Amelia's model's shoes, and so for a while I thought she had like completely different shoes. There might even be a sketch somewhere of this with different shoes, and so I was like, Amelia, can I see your model's shoes? I hope that doesn't sound weird. But yeah, they're like chunky trainers, which is really cool. Like, I'd love to wear shoes like this. But for some reason I thought they were like, I don't know, little ankle boots or something. But these are cool too. They actually look a lot comfier than what I drew, so. I do get a little confused about like what goes on underneath that big coat though, because it's like, is this tights? Is this leggings? Oh no, wrong layer. How could I? Ah. Okay, it's just this part of the shoes. Okay. We can fix this. We can fix this. We can merge it down. Oh no! Oh, I clicked wrong button. What was that? Merge down. Okay, no, that wasn't... Okay, that wasn't the worst thing I could have done. There's just two very similar buttons next to each other on this program. And I've been using Sai for years, but there's still so much I don't know about it, if I'm being completely honest. Still random white bits from the reference image. I should have made it transparent, really. I like shoes a lot, actually, for someone who only has like 3 or 4 pairs. But then shoes are expensive, and they're one of those things where I think a good pair is an investment, really. So it's one of those things I don't really mind paying a lot of money for, so long as they last a long time. I'm a big fan of Doc Martens, but then they make them in lots of fun sort of colours and things. I mean, the ones I have at the minute are kind of... Well, they're both like... Well, I say both. One pair I have is totally worn out, so I can't really wear them anymore. But the pair that I have is in just like a plain colour, but I have been thinking about maybe getting some with like a fun pattern on, or maybe ones that are shiny or holographic or something. Like something that's fun and kind of a statement, I don't know. I like brainstorming outfits and stuff, like just coordinating stuff. People tell me that, like, when they see my outfits, they're like, wow, you're so color coordinated, and I'm like, I'm just like this. I mean, I know I've been saying for like a million years, like, oh, I'm gonna do a secondary outfit for my VTuber, but sometimes I'm like, should I design a new one, or should I, like, use one from, like, an outfit I already have? What kind of outfit should it be? Should it be themed after something? Like, I know, like, the big HoloLive VTubers and stuff come out with a new outfit, like, every few months or something, where they have, like, a whole team of people working on that stuff, and they're people who are a lot more experienced with that kind of thing than me. But yeah, be patient with your indie VTubers, guys. We don't always have the same time or resources or skill that people like Hololive have. But that's okay. I mean, I do love like rigging and stuff. I do it because I love it, and I hope you do too. Like I know my character model isn't perfect, and there's a lot of stuff I need to do to fix, and I don't know, just to improve. But at the same time, like I look back at my original model, like my first ever model that I made, and yeah, I have come, I don't know, a long way. I've made some improvements. And maybe not as good as I'd like to be, but I suppose I've had real life stuff get in the way. I get sick a lot, I've noticed. Like I had COVID, and then I had this stomach problem. And like usually my illness and stuff is because of stress, but I've been a bit less stressed this past year or so. Well, more like 6-8 months, I think. Like 2022, I mean, I know like the stuff I can't control has been a bit rubbish. Like I can't control the war in Ukraine, I can't control climate change. I mean, not that much. I mean, everyone can do something to help, but I'm trying to do my bit. And I know it kind of hurts that the oil barons aren't doing what they should be doing. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Like I was saying, I can't help the big things that are going wrong in life, but the things that I can control, I feel like have been good. And like, I'm still not quite where I want to be, but I'm getting there, and that's a good feeling. Knowing that I'm making progress on some level, even if it's not quite where I'd like it to be. Sorry, I just realized how much of me is getting like buried behind the tablet. Come on, there we go. Oh, I just opened the menu by accident. There we go. How are we doing? Okay, we just need to do the skin color. Like, no, maybe the inside of the mouth. Hey, hey, hey! Model! Hello! Hello! Like, I wasn't even really moving there, and then it just decided, okay, it's time to become small. Honestly, I don't know what's up with this webcam tracking sometimes. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you very much. Oh my god! Like, you are small now. Thank you. Now that's another thing. I should stream more because I probably drink the most water when I'm streaming because there's people around to remind me. I need my chat to look after me. Why is Baby Froy on Lobster's head? It's cause Lobster has like this hair clip, and it kind of looks like it kind of looks like a soul gem, which is I don't know if you can. Okay, you got okay. So you see on my shoulder here, like my shoulder, it's got a little blue thing on it. My model's frozen. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. This camera is so weird. Right, so I thought it kind of looked like a soul gem because it's like a shiny thing with like a gold border, and I thought, oh, is Amelia a magical girl too? And so like it's like I don't know, I've become like a gremlin. It's kind of like I was trying to like channel Umaru-chan. They do look similar, yeah. So because like I feel like Umaru-chan does like she climbs on her big brother's head when she's a gremlin like that. So I know it was just a silly idea I had, and I kind of wanted to polish it a bit. So that's that. And I've done this on the wrong layer again. I didn't know how much of it is on the wrong layer, so I'm just gonna select as much of it as I can. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a lot. Merge that down. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think we're just gonna do like finish the flats off here, and then we'll raid out. Oh gosh, my coloring is a little bit messy. I'll probably go in and fix some of this after stream, maybe. don't know, I hope I'm not like slacking because I'm having so much fun talking to everyone, but I don't know, I don't feel like the quality of my work has suffered since I started streaming, but if anyone wants to give me constructive criticism, I am welcome to it. Just please be nice to me. If you're mean to me, I'll cry. Oh, I remember there was this phase for giving like unsolicited quote unquote constructive criticism, like I don't know, children on DeviantArt or something. Like I remember a friend who was like 14 or 15 at the time. She was just vibing and drawing her Sonic characters, and then like some random 20-something came out of nowhere and was like, "This is terrible, and here's why." Oh, are we adding another asset to my model? Right, what are we adding? How about Catboy Sven? Although they're Nyan binary now. There, sit on my shoulder. There we go. Yoop! Come on, stop freezing! Model, please. Ah! The camera fell! It fell off my monitor stand. Come on, why is this tripod is so bad? Okay. Okay. Is there any way I can... Come on. Right. That'll do. I guess, for now. Someone will call Sven right now. No. Don't disrupt Sven's stream. They're playing Cult of the Lamb right now, right? And we'll call Sven in a minute anyway, because I'm about to raid out, I think. But I just wanted to like finish the flat colors here. We're just gonna color in the insides of their mouths, and then we'll call it a day there, I think. You have request egg acid? Yes. There is indeed an egg. I do like a nice egg, not gonna lie. Now this came with VTube Studio, so... Egg! Heck yeah. I love eggs. False alarm, lower the Sven signal. Is that like the bat signal, but instead it's a pumpkin? That sounds fun. I'd be down for that. You threw an egg on top of my head. Oh, onto your head. Yeah. You egged me. I can't believe you do this to me. If you're gonna throw eggs at me, throw the egg into my mouth as a tasty, delectable treat. Don't. I don't know. It would be a shame to waste something that a hen worked so hard to make, right? That's my thoughts on it, anyway. Like, I get sad when people waste meat as well, because like an animal died for that, and you're pissing it up the wall. Okay, back to Lurk. Oh, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the egg. I mean, I was saying that my audience helped me to remember to drink, but are y'all gonna feed me as well? I do actually have treat streams set up so you could feed me, but it was more? The fish arrives and leaves upstream. Yeah, fish dude doesn't tend to stay for long, but hey, that's fine. I mean, just stopping by helps me. Talking to me helps me. Sharing my stream helps me. You're all really helpful people, and I'm really thankful that I have people like you in my community. You go with the flow. Very good, very good. Okay, are we finished here? At least with the flats? I think I'll just go in here and clean up these bits around here, because these are gonna piss me off, and if I don't fix them then it'll just look messy. It got cooked because you needed to yeet it so hard that it could reach me. If it was not raw it would be crisp by now. Wow. Oh, there's a bit here that needs colouring. Full on charcoal chunk flying towards me. Oh no, I don't think I'd like that very much. Thanks for coming, fish dude. Thank you for the egg. And I think the mug and the Sven were also fish dude. But yeah, I love it when people redeem add asset to my model. I do want to make more assets soon as well. I do have ideas. And if anyone watching has ideas for assets they would like to see, I would love to hear those as well. And I think it would be fun to make assets for other VTubers as well. So like, I don't know, if you want like a pair of your character's hands doing something. A witch hat! Oh, a stack of 20 hats? Hi Luigi guy. Like, that's a real Team Fortress 2 thing, isn't it? Like, lots of hats. I say that, I've never actually played TF2. I always kind of wanted to though. Like, I don't know, the characters are really fun and stuff. And it looks like a really good game for like goofing off with, but apparently if there are some pros who are scary good at it, which is intimidating, but I know. That's 20 times better. Hi! Yeah, sorry it's been so long, but yes, I'm here now and I'm back streaming. I was on holiday and then I got sick when I got back from holiday, which kind of sucks, but that's life. And I have a lot of like ideas for stuff that I want to do in the near future, and we are actually gonna wrap up soonish, but we will be going to watch Sven and Wholesome Overlord collab, and I'm really excited to see that, although I think Sven might still be on that Cult of the Lamb. Raid locale Sven. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming to the stream, and thank you for not forgetting about me even though I've been away for a while. Thank you for coming.